Yes, 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 yes. Okay, now we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook. Oh, great. Well, I just want more people to know about this new service I have, which is letsgo.com/talk. You know, if you go there, you'll see great reviews. I just started doing these things, you know, about a week or two ago, and they're really starting to come in, and it just, oh, it does my heart good. Yeah. It's wonderful to get nice feedback. That's why I love doing home shopping when I was down there. Man, the counter is right there. You know, when you see how many people are online and I say something, and then you see how many more people get online. Man, it was like being on Broadway. You know, you get that instant applause, and everything happens right away. You know? And that's what this new service is, Talk. You know, in about 15, 20, 30 minutes or so, I'm able to like just give people everything they need to get going on some new mission or project or problem they have to solve. And that's powerful stuff for me. That's why I'm never going to retire. I feel like I know so much stuff where people can get help that they really need. And it just goes to waste if nobody's using it. You know, and I do big reports, customized reports, you know, to send you 500 sources on any problem, because that's how big the world is. You can get that, and it is there. So I don't want you to run. It's sort of like you're looking for a date. I don't want to send just one or two people to you in case you don't match up, right? So you need a lot of people. But now on the phone, you don't even have to read those reports, you know, and it's cheap as hell what I'm doing it for, because I'm learning too. I have to learn what your problems are so I can fix an answer to them. That's the whole thing in life, is the answers are easy. It's what? The questions, right? That's the important thing. So, you know, in 15, 20 minutes, what I do, you explain the problem with you, and I give you a fair evaluation. In the last 3 years, I have video interviews of about 700 people around the globe, actually, that have used free sources of money and help to change their life, do something new, or get out of financial trouble or whatever. So that's why I have all this knowledge that I want to share with everybody. You know, and I want you to know that these things are out there. You know, they don't cost $1 zillion to do anything. And just give a few dollars for me to make me feel wanted. or whatever, and that's it. And then right out over the phone, I'm able to give you a handful of real sources. You can start right after we hang up on each other and start contacting, go to the websites or whatever, to do those things, you know, and get it right there, you know, because I research every day. See, what I do research reports, you know, for customers, and you know, it's on housing, it's on starting businesses or nonprofit organizations, or just paying bills and all the expenses that we have, and you know, half of us can't make it in life. You realize over 60% of the people now don't even have an extra $400. You know, if there's some kind of emergency that I have to spend, right? Everybody's living real tight to the bone, you know, and that's what's going on in our country. It's a whole new world. You know, that's how we can't try to bring the 50s or 60s back. They're gone. You know, we got to live in this new society, and there's new ways to work with those problems, and that's what I do. You know, with these 700 interviews, I learn all the new stuff that's out there. You know, how to use crowdfunding, or how to use the sharing economy and peer-to-peer, and all these new ways to make money. You know? And then what I do, see, after the phone call, then I send you the links to all this stuff. I send you the sources. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's so much easier than me spending. I spend a day, 2 days, 3 days sometimes on research reports for clients, you know, digging up new stuff and everything. And this way, you know, in 15 to 30 minutes, man, I just unload and give you the best stuff I have. I mean, don't forget, I've written over 100 books on this stuff. You know, and millions of people that I've helped over the years, and now I'm studying all the new stuff that's out there too, and the government is going away. That's still there, and a wonderful, important thing. And the problem is I can't do books anymore because it's all local. You know, it's not national. I used to do one big book for the whole country. You know, they were big, but they still, now it'd be a gazillion times bigger, because the stuff is happening locally. So that's what I do, is I show you locally where all that stuff is. You know. And like I say, if you just go to letsgo.com/talk and just see the reviews, man, this is, I never got reviews like that. I mean, I used to get them from the New York Times and stuff like that, you know, and these were not real people. You know, the false media or whatever Trump calls these people, you know. But now, you know, and talking on the phone, I feel it. You know, I could feel what you're trying to do, and I don't know, the instinct I have it is really, you know, to understand behind even what you're going to say, because I've been doing this so long. I really feel it, and I have a heart for this, that I'm trying to solve as many problems as possible. Like I just talked to a woman, just, you know, I just hung up like about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, and we talked about 20 minutes or so, something like that. And I was able to get. She just got out of school as a yucky job, a part-time job. Somebody wants me to sign in damn iTunes. I gotta get rid of that. She has a yucky part-time job. Yeah, doesn't do it. She even live with her folks or whatever. Man, yeah, and I'm able to show her. Okay, she wants a house. I'll show you where. You know, where she lives, you know, money programs to buy a house. Actually, there's even, and she said, well, she has a lot of student debt. There are programs now, you know, for you to buy a house, and you have to have at least $25,000 worth of student debt to get money to buy a house. Now, how do you like that? That's right. We don't know the questions to ask. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's right. Who would ever think of it? Yeah, well, where do you have money for me to buy a house if I'm in debt that I can't pay back? Yeah. Now I want, you know, a couple $100,000 to get more debt. Oh, you have. Oh, you can't get this money unless you have debt. It's just crazy. That's why the world is just too nuts to understand. I'm just trying to show people what the hell reality is. And so, okay, so I show her all that, you know, and then she needs a better job. You know, she didn't even finish college. So I show her you can get trained in a couple of months on jobs that are really hiring. See, the government keeps all this data. What's hiring? We read articles or see stuff on the newspaper or whatever, and have little indications of maybe, you know, this is an interesting job or what. No, you need the real data now. They're spending millions of dollars collecting data and finding out companies what they really need people for. And then what they have, they give grants to train people so this company in their neighborhood could get trained people. That's what the government does. They give money to the business so they could give money to you to get trained so they could hire you. Wow! There's just money flowing all over. But you go to a career counselor or a headhunter or something like that, they're not going to know about any of that stuff. You know why? Because they don't make any money off of it. All that stuff is free. So that's why we don't know about that stuff, because you can't find it in Google. The stuff you find in Google is the stuff that wants to get money from you. And they learn how to use Google so they can get the money from you, right? And we're all too chicken to know otherwise, right? So that's it. So I sent her the place, whatever. And then I said, well, what about, you know, I said, well, you can make extra cash from things like, you know, delivery stuff. Man, that's where I have friends, relatives, or whatever make an extra $50, $100 just on a whim. Because they get the app, it's all free, all these things, you know, the gig economy, it costs no money to do, you know, and it's very flexible. I mean, you can go work for an hour and a half hour, you know, and then come back if you want or not want. Go come back for a month, you know, and make money when you really need it. And if you don't have a car, man, they have deals because they know that you can make so much money that they'll even help you buy a car when you don't have a car. So I showed her all about. And then also got job training, right where you live. I told you about this, 211. You put 211 in Google right now, 211.org. Remember, all the things you want to do is just .org, .com, I mean .org or .gov, and put job training. You could call 211 right now. Hey, I'm looking for job training programs in whatever city you are in. And that 211 will tell you about where they are. And because they're not the stuff you're going to find on Google, not the stuff you're going to see advertisements for on the buses and stuff like that. You need a better job, come to Career Academy and we'll make you president or whatever the hell it is. No, the president had that what was it, real estate school that he has to pay $50 million back. to people who win. But that's right. These are non-profit organization and government programs, so you're not going to see advertisement for them. So that's 211. All right, she has student loan debt. What the hell am I going to do with that? Well, now I told her the phone number. Right there. It's really a government phone number. You want to call it Department of Education. They're the people, because people are calling you, or emailing you. Oh, I'll solve your student debt problems. Nonsense. They're going to solve your student debt problems with the same thing that the government has, but they're going to get $300 or more from you to do it. Now that's crazy. You don't have to do that. You go right to the horse's mouth to do that. So all this student loan stuff. And again, if you put student loan in, make sure it's .gov. That's where you want help from, is .gov. So there's a lot of student loan forgiveness, plans for all that. So that's what I did, give her all that stuff, that she could go on to find out how to make money in the gig economy. 140 organizations, that are things online for you to make money with, but they don't advertise, so we don't know it's there. Nobody knows it's there. So that's what I mean. I just think it's the easiest way, for me and you to get this knowledge and take off to what you want to do. I mean, remember, in a few minutes, we could talk, I understand your problem, give you some ideas, new ways to solve that. I mean, I was talking to somebody Saturday how he could hook up with a nonprofit organization for his business so he could get free $10,000 a month of advertising money, free. And so there's always more than one way to, to skin a cat or whatever they say that phrase is, to solve a problem. Oh, that question mark doesn't show, does it? Oh, now this is a silly thing, right? And that's what I'm sort of good at, finding other ways to solve problems. I'll be happy to help you. And that's lesco.com/talk. We talk as little you want. You want to just call for a minute and tell me to go to hell? That's fine. Better people have said that. Or you want to talk longer, as long as you want. But I'll definitely get sources to you, places to start, so you can take off and running just in a few minutes. Don't have to go researching. You don't have to go talking to people. You don't have to read even my book reports I sent out. Well, maybe you want to do that later, but at least to get started. Let me kick you down the street and get going, okay? We all have lives to lead, right? And we all want to lead them as hard as we can. That's what I feel as I get old. Man, I just want to live harder than ever. I don't want to sit in the beach. That sounds like a stupid life. If you hate your job, then it's a great life. But if you love what you're doing, that's a stupid life. So I just want to find more people that love what the hell they're doing, and I think I could kick you down the road with some free money and help to do that. So give it a shot, or at least look at the reviews. I mean, they're really cool to me, but I'm biased, of course. Don't trust a salesman. I'm certainly biased. But if it works, if it makes sense to you, it's lesco.com/talk, T-A-L-K, talk. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. You know what I miss, what I haven't been able to figure out on YouTube is how to see all of the notices after the thing is done. They seem to disappear and I haven't found them yet. Video, man, live streaming. Okay, I'll go to live streaming here. We're still on live, so let's see what happens here. It's not even, I don't even see it here. Let's see what's on my dashboard. Where the hell is this thing? If anybody uses, live stream on YouTube and knows where to see the chat feature, so I can see what people say. See, I'll lose them after a while. Maybe I'm not even on YouTube. It looks like I'm on YouTube live, right? But I don't see it on my YouTube. I don't know where the hell it is. Oh, mama. Well, we'll figure that out later then, okay? Okay, well, leave me messages, but on YouTube, I'm afraid I'm not going to see it. You are on. Yeah, good. Okay, I'm on. But a message, I missed the YouTube messages. So the YouTube messages, if I don't respond and you wanted me to respond, it's because I haven't figured out how to see them after I turn the bloody thing off. I can't even see it when I turn it on, to tell you the truth. So I have to do a little research on that. But you can email me at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Oh, and they see they come on the camera when they come on, but they go off. For an old guy to read them quick and talk, it's hard. So letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Okay, and I'll talk to you soon.